June. The views. Oh, 35 seconds of 6 minutes. I'm so scared. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Let's give this another whack. Finish processing. Oh shit, I needed that page open. I'm testing something, I needed that open. Okay, so in theory, this is a new stream. So, how did I find this again? My content. Yeah. Okay, hang on, this one. Share. Right? It says this one's live. Yeah, okay. This looks like the correct one. Alright, in the wise words of Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. Let's try that again. I'm gonna open this up on my phone. Oh yeah, it looks alright. It looks alright. Alright, whatever. If it works, it works, I guess. Just don't want to, like, accidentally have something that's, like, you know, my IP or some shit. Ooh. Why is it an HTML as part of the link, though? I haven't seen that for, like, a stream ever. This just goes to show how fucking shit I am with technology. Anyways, alright. YouTube, stinky. Rumble, probably stinky. I don't actually use the platform aside from watching, like, 2 people. See, that's like one of the problems with, like, all of these different platforms. It's like, I have Twitch to watch 2 people. Well, 1 person, 1 company, right? You know, I have YouTube to watch most things. Because that's how old I am. You know, Vimeo didn't kick off, you see, so stuck to YouTube. Damn. Thumbnail didn't work. Devastated. Oh, the thumbnail worked. Winning. Right. Cool. That works for me. I don't have that. Let's open this up. Oh, lovely. Got a Firefox window here. Is that my Firefox window? That is a Firefox window. There we go. There we go. We're just gonna pull that up there. God damn! Yeah, of course something's going wrong. Something cocks up. Fucking 2 viewers waiting. Oh, okay. How do I? Hang on. Rumble. How do I do this? Yeah, hang on. I've got to figure this out. Oh, hey. No. No. No? What's this button? What is this button? I'm so fucking confused. What do you mean it's locked? What do you mean? What do you mean it's restricted? Copy. What's embed? Java player. What? No, why do I want the Java? What do you mean? This is insane. Literally, what do you mean? What have I done? What have I done? How? I can't believe I had. This is supposed to be researching for my project, not researching how to use streaming. What? No. Fucking. What do you mean the curse of all streamers? Alright, hang on. This is annoying. Stream settings. It says it's public. Okay, hang on. I don't. I don't get this. What do you mean one? What do you mean waiting? Is there like? No, it says live. Code details. No. Stream for recovering. Oh, hang on. This is an Australian internet problem. I'm gonna chalk this up to Australian internet. Yeah, WA internet. Yeah, I'm chalking it up to WA internet. That's what I'm doing. All right. Hello. Now, ideally, how do I actually make this the scene that we're focusing on? Well, I'm figuring this out all live, you see. It's supposed to be like, researching my Star Wars media project. But no, it's actually just me figuring out how to use things, basic things. They're all stank. I mean, you're not gonna find any arguments from me. What am I supposed to say? Oh, I really like this one platform. It's really good and really efficient. It's super easy to use. The thing they all tell you they are, and it's like, what? No. Thing is, it's like, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Maybe, even I am a bit too baby for that. It's before my time, that one. I mean, I was on the internet in 2010, but like, not know that. How do I actually switch screens? Hang on. I swear to God I had this working the last time I did this. Order. No, that's fine. It should be... I have no fucking clue. We'll get rid of that one. Put this on screen. So I should have a bunch of shit in front of me. It should all be extremely cringe. Not that I can tell, because being able to verify my own video, like my own stream feed, on this internet, in this economy, no, it's not happening, brother. It still just says bad. I'm not showing you my feet. Oh, hang on. Okay, there's one. Okay, so obvious. Okay, so you know that's fair. It makes sense. Oh, no. Okay, I can show Disney Plus. That's that's rough. Okay, let's. I was really expecting them not to allow that, but that's fine. It means I should be able to open up. Here it is, not that one. Yes, actually it is that one. Should be able to open up the YouTube link I want to look at. First off, turn off the volume because it's going to be loud as shit. Yeah, just a little bit. There we go. Easy. Much better. Yeah, that... Unironically, the entire point of this is just to be productive. You know, just light the fire under my own ass. That, and quite frankly, my feet are not pretty. You know, oh, the shame. I'm trying, man, I'm trying, okay? Right. Like, I've got a pretty big plate in front of me. It's my fault. Granted, right? But like, you try having a childhood vendetta against a children's TV show you grew up with, okay? It's either this is gonna be my greatest thing yet. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Alright, did that fix that? Is there still desktop audio going in? Because I couldn't hear any of it on feedback. I told you, I'm a boomer with this. I'm awful. This is dog shit. It doesn't help that, like, I have absolutely no idea. Like, I have to relearn how to use DaVinci Resolve for this project. And then I'm gonna have to relearn 3D modeling in Blender, which I haven't touched in, like, 10 years almost. So, you know, I'm kind of doing everything from the seat of my pants. Not getting any responses, so I'm going to take this as a moment to actually explain what I'm trying to do. So my stream, not this one in particular, the entire point of it is, one, just to do something productive on my days off of work, but secondly, it's actually to do kind of like an archive of my progress, and how when doing my projects, writing the script, writing down my notes, 'cause God, I have a lot, how much things change, or what information I come across that I might have just thrown into my original concept with just on a whim. I've always liked the idea of having just history of what I'm doing. And the benefit of this is it's something I have a lot of passion over, this subject in particular, because, God, I hate this show. Not only do I hate this show, I think this show is genuinely awful. Like, even by, the children's TV show standards. Like, I think it was bad when I was 8. So, saying that this is a hate-filled vendetta might be accurate, honestly. Let's see. I also do want it on public record, just in case. Most of the PDFs I have on here, I actually physically own. They're kind of hard to source at the moment here in my country. And they're not cheap. So I own quite a few of them. I pay for audiobooks and whatnot, so I'm not just pirating things for my project. I'm actually spending money like a heathen on them. Which unfortunately means I'm supporting the big mouse. But that is, unfortunately, the cross I have to bear. I have no idea if this audio is working still. Alright. That's there. I have no idea where. There it is. Here we go. Where was I up to? This one. Shit, actually, kind of need the desktop audio, actually. God damn it. This is not working at all. This is an awful idea. You know what? Closed captions. Sure, why not? Theater mode. So, trying to think of how... I'm actually really stepping on eggshells here, because I have to juggle both US and Australian copyright here. They're very similar, but there are differences. Very minor differences. And I'm trying to figure out of how I actually go around that. And so what we're going to do is, obviously with closed captions, whatever Google's AI generated closed captions are nowadays, we're stuck with them, I guess. We're just gonna go through this feature right here for now, of this show that I've watched too many times. Yes, a tree sand scavenger. Yes, thank you, automatic closed captioning. Very cool. So today's subject of ire obviously is this show, but more correctly, it's our boy Cowboy Hat here, Dave Filoni. Not a big fan of this man. And I also very much don't like how constantly this man is depicted, or at least by the current Star Wars fanbase at the least, considered the Star Wars guy, when just fundamentally there are so many things that he's done with Star Wars that are antithetical to not just the original trilogy, but more importantly to this topic, the source material of this show, which would be the prequel movies. Like, he just gets basic facts wrong about arguably only 2 out of 3 films he needs to actually watch. Like, him and his crew just don't seem to understand that they're making a continuation of a story that was already well documented. And they just decided, we can take things from the expanded material and do whatever we want with them, throw them out. Like, there's in the Lair of Grievous featurette, he just outright says that the General Grievous origin story from one of the Visions comics is non-canon, when, yes, that comic issue did have non-canon things in it, but if I just... Hang on. Where's... Here it is. Revenge of the Sith Visual Dictionary. I've got a physical copy. Right? In this visual dictionary, which came out before the film was released, it was published, it references material from that comic. Not only that, but so does the novel Labyrinth of Evil and Revenge of the Sith novelization. And I believe, if I... Oh god, what have I done? There should be the... I don't care, AI. Begone thought. Imperial Source Book. There should be the... New Essential Droids. Technology. I swear to god I got it in here somewhere. I'm just an absolute mess. Here it is, New Essential Chronology, right? This has Revenge of the Sith material in it. So it should have Revenge of the Sith in it. It goes prior to Revenge of the Sith about characters that show up in it. So if we're just gonna zoom down, or here's the Naboo stuff, and here's the start of the Clone Wars. Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas. Ship of the War. Hunt for the Dead Jedi's Generals. I should probably just straight up say that, like, this book alone, if you're making a show, 2008, this is before Disney bought Star Wars. If you're making a show that's set between the films that have all already been made, including all the stuff that has been made that's set between those films that was being released between films, should probably at least read the official chronology. El Camino. Okay, so that is actually in the Clone Wars itself. So around here, I wish I could read faster or more accurately. Festy Hunter to Yoda, public gunships, Wookiee captives, Confederacy World Icon, Leader Poggle lesson was nowhere to be found. Where is Grievous's first? It would be after Monolist. Brental, Null. Descent to Voss. The Cortosis Battle Droid. Oh, that's... Stinky. Battle at Jabeam. Escape from Rat Attack. Valorum's death. Anakin's knighting. Honega. Target Grievous. Yeah, here we go. So, Target Grievous is one of Grievous's earlier stuff. Grievous attack on Splinter Factions. Flynn Krybo. Cool. This is when Grievous decides to try and turn... Listen, buddy. I never said I was good at this, okay? This is an attempt, you know? Walk before you run, or in this case, hobble like an absolute buffoon. Live. I actually can't read. That's the problem with this. So, where is Hunt for Sidious? So that's Labyrinth of Evil. There we go. Labyrinth, because I'm stupid. There we go. Literally the first thing in this book says, unknown to the Jedi until he battled them on the Separatist foundry of Hypori, General Grievous was actually present at the Battle of Geonosis. The carnage for which he was responsible, however, was confined to the catacombs underneath Archduke of the Lesser's stupid, silly space word, Hive Complex. That's directly referencing that comic. Yeah, that's true. Nothing. Listen, buddy, we're still an Australian internet. There's only so much I can deal with, okay? But this man, target of my ire. The man that the Disney fan base, and granted a lot of Star Wars, when I was growing up, a lot of that fan base, Me being a young lad, grew up with the prequel era. A lot of them saying he knows Star Wars, he gets his stuff, and in these clips, he specifically mentioned some of the EU material, some of the multimedia project. But then he'll offhandedly call it not canon, which during the time this show was being made, all of the authors were under the assumption it was canon. They were under the assumption that, well, granted, because they were told by the publishing house and also by Lucasfilm that what they were doing was writing Star Wars. They weren't told they were writing, fan fiction that was officially published. Okay, we'll just continue. Hopefully I become a full person. Same, brother. Yes, we understand that there's an alien that looks like a lizard, and you wanted to use that lizard design. So you made them a fat trucker. No, I'm not even kidding. Yes, we understand. Biological dimorphism is very common. People look different. Right? On one hand, it's really nice that they made these featurettes, because it means that, you get to hear their insight on how they made it, but then you get other episodes of the featurette, with, this one here, Rookies, where they'll just be like, oh yeah, we had, different people render the exact same scene, and between shots, alright, see you, man, and between shots, we just didn't subdivide a circle, so it shows up as a hexagon, and so one shot, it's a circle, the very next shot, it's a hexagon, the next shot, it's a circle again. It's this is not something you should be proud and admitting in your featurette. This is legitimately an error in production. And they're just like, nah, it's cute, it's fun. It's like, no, it's not. Lucasfilm was, a spearhead in a lot of the industry, George Lucas's company, with the help of Spielberg, Lucas and Spielberg, legitimately revolutionized cinema and how we make films to this day. At least one of us will make it. No, if anything, I think you being here is actually genuinely more hurtful, Kohath. Unironically. You're destroying my mental state here. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and this is what I get. This is what I get for being Australian with shit internet.